My name is Jacob Warren. Welcome to this lesson on harp harmonics for the double bass. Harp harmonics are a versatile technique for double bass that is very useful in both accompanimental and solo playing. One of the first things to consider when learning the basic technique of harp harmonics is that we're actually going to need to learn this technique on both our right and left hand, because one of the cool things about harp harmonics is that we can actually play with both hands simultaneously. To learn the basic technique, we're going to play some of the harmonics that are easiest to get on the double bass, and these happen to be the octave harmonics. So if you're in standard tuning, we're going to find the octave harmonic on our second string, so that would be the D harmonic here. Or if you're in solo tuning like me, we're going to find it on our second string, which is an E string. We'll start with the right hand. The first thing we're going to do is find that harmonic on the second string. And then we'll place our right hand thumb where that harmonic is, reach down with our middle finger or index finger, whichever is most comfortable, and pluck to the side. Now we'll repeat the same process with our left hand using the top string, which for orchestral tuning will be a G string, or for solo players will be an A string. We'll find that octave harmonic, place our left hand thumb on top of that node, reach down with our middle finger or index finger, whatever is most comfortable, and pluck to the side. To understand the resonance of a harp harmonic, I think it's important to understand the basics of what's happening with the physics of a vibrating string. So if I pluck my open string, we'll actually be able to see that I'll have 2 points of non-vibration, the nut and the bridge. And in the middle, you'll be able to see the point of maximum amplitude, the point where the string is vibrating the most. When we play a harmonic, for example, the octave harmonic, what we're doing is we're dividing the string into 2 equal lengths. And now we actually have 3 points of non-vibration. We've got the nut, the harmonic node we're playing, and the bridge. And this also creates 2 points of maximum vibration, 1/4 of the way down the string, and then 3/4 of the way down the string. So when you're playing a harp harmonic, where you place your middle finger to pitch that note can actually affect the sound, because it's changing relative to the point of maximum amplitude. As an example, I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to place it on that harmonic note on the second string, and I'm going to pitch really close to the thumb. That's what this sounds like. Now if I place my thumb on that same harmonic, but instead reach as far down as I can with the middle finger, it sounds like this. You may be able to hear a difference between the two. It sounds to me like when I'm pitching close to the thumb, I'm getting a bit of those sharper overtones and it's a little bit clearer. And when I pitch away from it, it sounds a little bit rounder and fuller. I don't think there's necessarily one right place to pluck a harp harmonic, but I think it's interesting that we can change the timbre of the harmonic based on where we place our middle finger when we pluck. The next thing that I think really affects the overall sound of a harp harmonic is what we do with our thumb. You may have noticed when I was playing harp harmonics with my right hand, I actually tend to place my thumb against the side of the string and pluck to the side that way. For me, it feels natural. I don't know if it has to do with the angle of my arm, but it gives me a little bit of a cushion to push against so I can get a slightly louder harmonic. I don't, however, feel the same about my left hand. Now, it may just be my body, it may be that the shoulders on my bass are a little bit wider, but I like to actually rest my thumb on top of the harmonic node and pitch to the side for my left hand. How we place our thumb on the harmonic node can really affect the sound of the harmonic. If we were to place our thumb at an angle on the string, we would see that we're actually taking up a lot more space on the harmonic node, and that might actually mute, not let the harmonic speak as well as if we had a smaller point of contact. The other thing that can really help a harp harmonic speak clearly is if we can let our thumb actually leave the string once the harmonic has been activated. This will make sure that the natural resonance of the bass will not be interrupted. To achieve the release of the thumb, I think of it like peeling a sticker off of something. So I'll show you what I mean. When I place my thumb on the string, I will pizz, and then I'll keep my hand rotating up and away from the bass and bring the thumb off. This sort of peeling motion allows me to make sure that I activate the harmonic first by pizzing and then release, because if we try to do both at the same time, we might miss. We want to make sure that we can stick around long enough to activate the harmonic with our thumb, but not too long that we end up dampening the sound. We can practice the same motion with our left hand. There are other places that you can get harp harmonics on the bass, such as the second partial, the third, and even the fourth. They become increasingly more difficult, and it's interesting because as you're changing and going to a higher partial, what's happening is you're getting smaller and smaller divisions of the string, more and more points of maximum amplitude. This means that when I'm playing a higher partial, if I were to do the same thing and reach way far down with my finger, I'd actually be jumping over some of the points of maximum amplitude in some of the nodes. And I may get a good spot, or I may be pizzing in a spot that mutes it. So you have to start to learn that each note is going to feel like a different distance to get the resonance that you want. I would encourage you to start by practicing our second partial harmonics here, and then when you feel ready, exploring the third and fourth partials and seeing if you can achieve the same resonant sound on all of those. Thanks so much for watching this intro video to harp harmonics on the double bass. I'm planning more videos in this series to explore in depth some of the possibilities that arise from being able to play these really cool sounds on the double bass. So please subscribe and stay tuned for more of those videos. I also recently launched a Patreon page where you can support me in making more of these videos. If that's something you'd be interested in doing, please check out the link in the description below. There's lots of fun stuff over there, and we are planning on doing monthly workshops where we get together on Zoom to talk about bass, anything you're interested in. So thanks so much, and stay tuned for more.